Hello everyone and welcome back. Now I had a week off, which means there was no Iceland tour last week, but we're going to do them again. We are now past the halfway point. This is going to be leg 10, so this is the second half of the tour that we're going to start today. We are going to be flying, let me bring up the legs, from BIGJ, which is Gjogur Airport, to BIBL Blonduos Airport. Now, I've got a little adjusted map here. You can see the route that we were going to take, which is around the coast. What we're actually going to do is we're going to head down towards that point and then over across to BIBL. Now, if we look in the sim at the map, we can see here we are. There is a frigate, interesting, and there is BIBL. So we're going to head down here, heading of, what's that, around 150, yep, okay, and we're going to head to, then straight across to BIBL. Runways at BIBL, 03 and 21, so it looks like we'll probably be going in for runway 03. We'll come down here, stay to the south of the airport, and then turn into 03. Departure runways. We have, not that, that's me. We have, here we go, 04 and 22. Winds currently are 348. Yep, 4 knots at 348. So we're going to take off on runway 4, which means we're going to be taking off in this direction. And then we'll instantly turn back round. By the time we've done that, 150 will take us to pretty much that point there, which is perfect. We are today completely full in terms of fuel, because we barely landed last time and I did refuel. So it's now time for us to get going, I think. So let's hide that for a moment. Nav mode on. I'm actually going to turn that back on today because I always leave it off and it feels like cheating sometimes. There we go, that's the battery on. The flaps raising. For some reason they were down and up and down and I don't know what's going on, to be honest. Okay, put the beacon light on. Brakes are set. I have done the walk around already. Let's not do that. Probably do with putting some fuel in and a bit of throttle. There we go. Directional gyro is not aligned. No, it's not. There we go. Okay, so I can see here in the map, I think it said 1013. Unfortunately, this airport doesn't exist on Active Sky, so I can't check in Active Sky. But 1013. 3400 is broken, few at 1400, 38,500 scattered. That's very high. We are going to be flying today at 4,000. I think that's going to be the right sort of temperature for us. Temperature? Altitude. So let's get down here. QNH to 1013. Ooh. Oh no, come on. There we go. 1013. Let's get the altimeter on. Get that oil temperature rising. Get the buses on as well. We do have a message. What's the message? Nav data out of date. Yes, it is. That's true. Right. BI. Yep. B. And L. There we go. Activate that. Perfect. Just so we get our distance numbers. The oil temperature needs to rise. Let's put full mixture for now. Drop the RPM. Okay. So runway 4 is that direction. Now if we just zoom out, oh yeah, it should be fine. I was worried that we'd have to go down to that end of the runway first, but actually I think that's plenty of distance for a Cessna. We can take off in that direction, no problem. Okay. Let's let the oil temperature rise a bit before we actually start taxiing, so I will get that sorted. Right, oil temperature is now just about in the green, so we're going to taxi. We just won't put any extra revs in. So we should put the taxi lights on. We should also put, not the landing lights, not yet. I'm going to put the pitot heat on. Oh, we do actually need a little bit more power. This is another one of these gravel tracks that's quite difficult for us to actually manoeuvre on. Come on, my dear. There we go. Of course, as soon as we get close to the asphalt, we're going to go flying. I'm going to make this turn nice and wide so we can line up on the centre line as close as possible. Let's just drop the RPM back. Oh, in other news, I have installed ALIS version 2, so things are looking a little bit nicer here. Even more so than they were before, to be honest. Right. I'm going to put the parking brake on for a moment. Landing lights are coming on, strobe lights on. Then we're going to put the flaps down. I think as we've got plenty of room, but we may as well try and go a little bit long. Give ourselves a little bit of a boost. Let's get that trim set correctly. There we go. A little bit of power. Then we'll get the brakes off. There we go. Away we go. Airspeed alive. – 50 knots. Up we go. Hey, we are off. So, flaps up. Oops, no, it's that view I wanted. Beautiful. Oh, I do also have a newer version of Asher. I mentioned it in a previous video. I don't know if it was the last one or the one before. I mentioned that I was using Asher to fix shadows. There was a new version of Asher that came out, and that one has got some additional features that I will show you in the menu once we've made our turn. Don't really want to be messing around just yet. That turn was a little bit steep for my liking. I said we're going to go for a heading of 150. I think 150 should be about right. But what we'll do, I'm just going to steer us over here a little first. This looks very nice over here. Lovely. Oh, look at that water reflection. That was a beauty. I'm afraid this is screenshot time. That's a very nice photo. Oh, sorry. There we go. Okay. So I think now we can turn back towards that heading, nice and slowly. go. Cool. So let's put heading mode on. And for vertical speed, I'm going to go, I think 700 will be fine. I think it should be all good. Okay, now, sorry, we're going to do some messing around with views again. Oh no. I just accidentally reassigned the button, the quick look. That's annoying. I think it was this one. There we go, right. Shift and 0. No, what's the control? Ugh. Alt. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I knew I had a bunch of other views saved. Just couldn't work out where they were. Right. That's enough messing around for now. Let's stay in here for now, I think. So like I said, just going to climb to 4,000. We don't need to be any higher than that. And I'll bring the map up. You can see where we are at the moment. We're heading on 150. So, yeah, we're heading pretty much down towards here. I can see we have tailwind. Tailwind of 5.2 knots, which is very helpful. Okay, so I'm going to leave this map up, and we are going to just continue on this heading. Now, unfortunately, you will have noticed a little jump in the video. That's actually because I was just called, and I had to take the call, so unfortunately I just kind of cut the bit where the phone rang. It does mean I may have lost my bearings a little in what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm pretty sure I was going to give you all some facts. However, as we are nearing 4,000 feet, what I will actually do is just hold off for a moment. We'll get to 4,000, we will lean ourselves out, and then I'll do some facts. That'll be better, I think. So we're getting closer and closer to the magic 4. You can see it here. Just zoom in case anyone can't see that. I don't know whether you can see this map very well. I don't really want to make it too much bigger. So Alt mode, there we go. Yeah, I don't want to make it too much bigger, otherwise it starts taking up too much of the screen, which isn't really what I want to do. Okay, so let's pull the throttle back a little. And then let's start the leaning process. Okay, that actually looks like a pretty good lean. That's not bad at all, is it? Yeah, we'll just check the speeds. You can see here we are dropping, but we should be at a good level. Down to about 4-5 gallons an hour. Engine gas temperature quite high. I don't know if it's engine gas or exhaust gas actually. Probably exhaust gas, I would assume. And we can see the glide slope dropping down. Glide slope, oh my god. Ground speed. Ground speed is what I mean. Right, VNAV. Let's set this guy up. Whoops. So, target altitude is going to be 1,000 feet. Oops. Oh, one. We want that to be 2 nautical miles before. BIBL. Vertical descent profile. 500 feet per minute. I think we can do it at 7. 800 feet per minute. There we go. Perfect. So we should start descending in 11 minutes. If we just go back to our normal view. Right, ground speed has kind of leveled itself out a bit now. The engine is just flaring itself a little. think it's got a bit too much throttle in there. We need that needle to be pretty much dead. I don't want it to be flicking too much. So that looks okay. That looks okay. Right. So, facts. I did actually have everything set up already, but unfortunately, answering the phone and setting up my laptop kind of threw me off pace a little. Oh, where's that contrail coming from? Wow, that's quite cool. I'm just going to turn the map off for a moment, because I think that might be worthy of a screenshot. There we go. Bring them back up so you can see exactly what's going on. Now, hear the rustling paper, of course. That means I'm going to do some facts. There's a great deal of facts here, but there's also a great deal of legs in North Iceland, so I have to be careful not to use them all up. So we've got here, I'm going to go with 2. We're going to do 2. So, Alde Jarfoss waterfall is considered the most beautiful one in the river Skjaldfjallafljót. The waterfall is framed with long natural basalt columns. It is located in the uppermost regions of the Bardardala Valley on the Sprengisandur Highland route. It is possible to drive almost all the way up to it. This is why these facts take so long to read, because I have to try and pronounce everything. What else have we got? We've got loads of them, like I said. Let's go with this one. Hfitzgerður is a 15-metre high sea stack just offshore on the eastern side of Vatnes. Good seal spotting place at the estuary of the Sigridarstader Lake, south from the stack. There we go. They're quite short facts today, but like I said, I think we've got 6 legs and about 10 facts, so I've got to keep them even. There is a Delta Airlines flight in front of us. You can see it just over here. You might be able to see the faint numbering. Delta Airlines flight number 64470. It's Boeing 767, flight level 330, 486 knot ground speed, 304, I don't know if that's the heading, I think it is, 55 nautical miles away from me. Nice. Oh, and we're stalling. Whoops. Okay. I didn't notice that. Let's get that mixture back in a bit. I don't know how... I did notice the plane looked a little bit funny. Right, let's just go full on everything. Come on, girl. You can do it. You can do it. Whew, okay. That wasn't good. Really wasn't good at all. But that should be okay, I think. Ooh, that was a bit dodgy. Not good at all. Well, at least we managed to recover it just about. I think these are all my inside views, aren't they? I'm going to turn that off. We don't need to see him anymore. There we go. That's a nice view. So, yeah, we're just gonna keep flying, keep going. Not got far to go, as you saw. Only about, what was it, 15 miles, something like that? Oh yeah, I can't see on here, can I? I can only see inside. Oh, we're now actually going a bit faster than we probably need to be doing. VNAV, 4 minutes, okay. The exhaust gas temperature is very high at the moment. We didn't get any bouncing needles either, which is quite surprising. Now, let's go for an outside view. I very much doubt we'll be able to see the airport already, but it should be, I think, heading of 120. So about 30 degrees off to the side. And it is right on the coast, so in fact, let's go that view. Can we see it? Not really, but I suppose as we get closer we'll be able to. Oh no, I think that might be it there. Not quite sure though. Oh no, there we go. That's a runway, isn't it? So that'll be the one. That's where we're heading, over there. Just over our left wing. Oh, good. I thought for a second we were in a stall again. I do like these over the wing views. I think there's something very cool about them. Of course, it's just a shame that just a shame that the ortho's got all sorts of random colours mixed in there. It's okay, we're 13 nautical miles out. 3 minutes until we start descending. That's if we're going on a direct route. We actually don't need to be on a direct route, but it'd be good if we can be at a good altitude for when we make the final turn. I'm actually going to leave that down for now. We don't need it just yet, I don't think. Oh, now that is very nice looking, isn't it? Look at that. Shame about the colours, but even still. Now, I said I would show you Asher. Pretty sure it's Asher. Where's Fly with LUA? There it is. So, in here, I've got Asher settings. Previously, I just had the option for the shadows. They have now been fixed. You can see... Maybe you can't. I have no shadow. Yeah, I do. There we go. So, when I zoom right in... No, they still look pretty good, actually. But they're very smooth now. But we've also got advanced shadows, that's what I've got on. Realistic heat effect, enhanced water simulation. That's this, which looks fantastic. Aurora Borealis, I don't think we're going to get that because I haven't been flying at night. And allow forest fires and balloons. Not sure what the balloons bit is, but forest fires is cool. I like that. Well, we're shaking around a little. What's the weather? Tailwind of -9. Tailwind of -9, that would be a headwind. It's a headwind of -9, that's a tailwind of 9. That's alright. It's helping us get there a bit quicker. Also making us buff it around a little bit, I think. That's why we're shaking so much. So, the reason actually for doing it this way is that we did an across the land route last time. Before that we did an around the coast. I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different to the last two, because I have the feeling that I might be doing quite a few coastal runs in the next few weeks. Most of the routes planned are coastal routes, so right, time to start descending. Vertical speed of 800. We can leave the mixture as it is at the moment, I think. Obviously, as we get lower, the air gets thicker and we need to put a bit more fuel in. But at the moment, we're okay. It's not a big deal, I don't think. And where's that runway? Is it out of our window? There it is. Is it? Is that the one? I think it is. No, no. No, it's not. We found it earlier. How have I lost it again? Oh, I'm sure it's that over there. Sure it is. Oh, we're just going to keep on heading in the right direction for now, I think. It's probably the wisest thing to do. Keep on heading in this direction. We know that the runway is 03 is the runway we're going to come in on. So we're not quite there yet. We'll keep going on this heading. And we'll be able to see it in a moment. There it is. Oh no, so that is the right one. Yeah, so we need to just keep going down and then swing up, follow the coast basically. So at the moment we're heading for the mountains, which might look a bit dangerous, but it's not, it's fine. It's all good. The mountains, which look very impressive, I must say. It is just a shame about the ortho tiles in front of it. Look at that. Stunning. So, we're approaching 2,000 feet. I think we should probably stop pretty soon. Just because we want to make sure that we aren't... Yeah, we need to have enough time to make the turn. I don't want to be making the entire turn at 1,000 feet. That's going to be a bit too much. I think we'll go to 1,500. We'll level off there. And at that point, we'll start making a turn. Which direction? I think if we go for a heading of 90, I'll turn to 90, and that should give us enough time to get ourselves sorted. So, 1,500 feet. Get the autopilot to level us off. There we go. Okay. Oh, now this is really cool looking right here. There must have been an enormous shadow when Google made its photo, satellite imagery of this, because this is so much darker than the one next to it, but they're the same color. Which does mean that it's easy for me to do color correction, because I just change the brightness or the contrast even. But it also makes it a bit of a pain because I have to just change the contrast. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. Right. Autopilot is disengaged. I have control. So, turn to the heading of 90 degrees. We don't need to do this on a fast turn. Not at all. We've got plenty of time. I'm going to bring the map up as well so you guys can see what we're doing. Okay, let's try and keep this guy level. Doesn't need to be spot on level, but you know, I don't want it to be miles off either. So at 1500 feet, we're being blown around. Yeah, we've now got a slight headwind. I think it's more of a crosswind component than anything else now. And we should. You notice we're still turning very slowly. That is being done on purpose. I want to get us in line with the runway, which we still can't see. The contrast on there is not very good, really, is it? But I'm pretty sure that there is, apologies there, that is our runway, which means let's start pitching down, getting a full mixture, but we're going to pull the throttle back to 1500 RPM. I am now also going to turn the map off because we can see our destination. We're looking okay at the moment. I'm still left-handed steering at the moment, and I feel like we're a bit too high, but we're also dropping quite quickly at the moment, so I think we should be okay when we get to the runway. I think it would be wise to get some flaps out though, just to help us a little. So let's go first set of flaps. Oh, we've got 4 white. Now I don't remember which way round it is. I think 4 white is too high, 4 red is too low. We're also off track, as you can see. Can't believe this runway's got PAPI lights. I'm not going to do an explanation of PAPI lights because there are thousands of really good ones. One video I will highly recommend, I'll try and find the link to it, but I can at least give the name of it. Captain Joe. Captain Joe is a really good, I was going to say really good pilot. I don't know about his piloting skills, I'm sure they're very good, but he's very, very good at explaining this kind of stuff. There's some really good explanations of different things like PAPI lights, answers general questions from people. So he has done a video about PAPI lights, which I found very informative at the time. So second set of flaps, you can hear them coming down, you can feel, well, you can see the plane bucking a bit. We need to get down, we are still way too high. I'm not too worried about the centre alignment because this plane is so small, but we do need to come down. We're still at 500 feet, and we're less than a mile out. Come on. This is what I'm always trying to avoid, is coming in too high, too fast. And I always seem to manage to get it wrong. Because now, to come in on the right angle, I'm coming in quite hot. And this is a gravel runway. They are not good for this. Come on. Back on the centre. Back on the centre. There we go. Let's just slow ourselves down. I'm slipping, I'm slipping, I'm slipping, I'm slipping. There we go. You know what? That wasn't half as bad as I thought it was going to be. Oh, someone else is parked here. Someone else is here in their Cessna as well. Very nice. Right, get those flaps up. We're off the runway, so landing lights. Have to turn that off for a moment. Landing lights off. Strobes off. We'll leave the taxi lights on, of course. A bit more welly, just to get us moving. Here we go. So we'll just go and park near the Cessna, but not right next to it. I think I'm going to do what they've done as well. I'm actually going to turn to face the runway. That would be useful. So let's just spin ourselves around here. Oh, look at that. They've even stolen our call sign, our reg number. Okay, so throttle back to 1000. Let's put the parking brakes on. Taxi lights off. Let's turn the buses off. And the alternator. We go throttle back, mixture back. Magnetos to off. And beacon off. Lovely. Now if we turn the battery off as well, navs are off, pitos off, we are here! Whee! Now that is a beautiful sight, isn't it? Really, really nice. Look at that. Cheating. Cheating! Using the same reg. Can't believe it. What a shock. So how much fuel do we use? 2 gallons. It's okay. 2 gallons is not too much. Well, there we go. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this flight. Please rate my landing. And before I go, I do have a little announcement, which is I actually have created a Discord server now. So you can find it on the About Me page on my YouTube channel. I will also post a link in this video description. And yeah, please do hop along and join me so I can share any upcoming treats with you. So I will see you very soon. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.